Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into our first episode of our AAPI month GM series, sponsored by Hero Forge. I want to take a quick moment to tell you that there is an amazing sale going on. You can see all of the information right here on the screen. It is 10% off of all physical minis, and this includes free worldwide shipping. So that means it's a perfect time to pick up some pins, some shirts, some dice. That is included if you do a physical order. And this will end pretty soon. It ends on the 9th. This is only in a few days. And I think this is a great opportunity to stock up on those minis if you were looking for that. Also, if you prefer to be more crafty and make something on your own, you can consider the 3D printing options that they have as well. You can download the files after you make your mini. Head on over to heroforge.com to see what you can brew today. See you later. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Soul Skaters. This is the first of 5 episodes we are going to be running for our 2024 GM AAPI series. Welcome in, everyone. Happy AAPI month. I'm so very happy to be here for you. We are sponsored by Frivolous Bear Studios and Hero Forge. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Without them, this would not be possible. Before we jump into it, we're going to go around and introduce everyone at the table. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and just a little bit of who you're playing today. We'll start off with Joe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Josephine at Scary Dog Friend. Um, you can find me at Bad House RPG as well as Nameless Domain producing really cool, amazing stuff. I will be playing Ginny. I'm a teen, and I'm a short king. I'm angry at everything, and my favorite album from Iron Maiden is The X Factor.
Excellent. Crap, I didn't think about what kind of music my character listens to. Oh no. Definitely just listens to Smash Mouth and just Smash Mouth. Yep.
Just Smash Mouth.
Yep. Thank you so much. We'll pop on over to Donna. Hi.
Hi, hey everyone. My name is Donna. My pronouns are she, her, and you can find me at Shabro or XIABRO on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I play Vivi, who is incredibly afraid of conflict despite being on a rollerblading team. And she has a secret that the rest of the kids don't know or teenagers don't know. And we'll see if that comes to light in this one shot.
Thank you so much. And then we'll pop on over to Zeffy. Hi.
Hello, yes, it me, Zeffy, and I use she, they pronouns. I will be playing Deborah. She keeps it like super retro, like she learned from her mom how to rollerblade, and that kind of lends itself into her musical taste of disco. I was definitely blasting that on the way back from work today. Very groovy.
I love
Anywho,
that.
thanks. Trying to get in character. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's her hero, is her mom. And don't tell me your mama jokes to her face. She will fight you. Fisticuffs up.
Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, we've got Jen, our game master for tonight.
Hi, I'm Jen slash Youngles. I go by she, they pronouns. I'm annoying on the internet, you know. I'm so excited to be here. And this is actually my first stream GM debut. And we're gonna play some kids on bikes, but we are doing a little twist. And we're rollerblading instead. So I hope you like our story that we make. Okay, let's get started. Welcome to the X Games. Kevin just stands there in front of you at the skate park, holding his hands up at the sky as if trying to command the sun. You'll have no idea, like, how cool it's gonna be when you win, you know? Like, it's gonna be great. Just think, just reach out, dream big, and he looks over at the Cornville koalas standing in front of him in the middle of nice, fresh concrete with all of these rails and hills and ridges as all of you stand there waiting for him to shut up. Let's start with Josephine. Tell us what Kevin sees when he looks over at you.
What Kevin sees is a like 5 foot short king, Ginny. My mom works at the only Asian restaurant in town, and she definitely forces me to work there. I'm the maddest cashier you've ever seen in your entire life. I have like big poofy hair that she styled and forces me to leave home with, styled the way that she wants it all the time. But otherwise, I'm in like kind of like a biker vest that like I like tore up and like put patches all over. I have sleek black blades that I read in a magazine that like a really fucking sick skater wore one time, and then I saved up my allowance for so long to get those skates, only to realize that like they didn't really ever wear that brand other than like one shoot or something. So I'm really making them count. They've got charms on the laces, and I am covered in like band-aids and bandages like on my knees, and just like whatever other battle scars that I have from fighting somebody every now and then. I'm a mad fucking kid.
Kevin doesn't look at you for too long.
Yeah.
Vivi, what does Kevin see when he glances in your direction?
Vivi's got like a face of pure determination. Like, yes, she wants Kevin to shut up, but she also knows this is about to be the gnarliest kind of X Games, let's go championship competition, the last hurrah with her and her friends. Vivi is, she's taller than Jenny, that's for sure. But she, just dressed out, all decked out in pink. She's got friendship bracelets out the wazoo, all up and down her arms, basically. And she kind of straight laced, like straight A student, does really well on standardized tests despite the fact that she rollerblades. She's probably came here with her aunt, and her aunt's like probably somewhere in the background just watching Kevin, not that impressed but not unimpressed, because she wants to support what Vivi wants to do, as opposed to her mom, who basically said, as long as you do well in school, you can do that rollerblading thing with your friends. And Vivi's excited. She's excited to have one last hurrah.
Kevin sees your eagerness and excitedness and looks over at Deborah. What does Kevin see?
So Deborah, she is a huge fan of bright colors. So you see her in her blue dress, oh, flowers. But also like what you can't see on me are some blue leggings, and like in Deborah's case, she would be wearing like those socks, but like pushed down, real 80s style. Like her whole fit screams like this was like so cool a decade ago. And like she's wearing these shoes that are super comfy, like kind of wedges. So, she's very comfortable. And it makes her a little bit taller. She wants to be slightly above average in height, but she's an even 5'5" with those shoes. So
Yes.
she's kind of like smirking at him.
What do I got? Is my hair okay? Like what?
Oh, it's great. It's so rad.
I tried this new gel stuff. Thanks. Thanks. And looks over at Lucky. What does Kevin see?
So Lucky is stumbling out of their car just as this is happening. They are chronically late to everything. And as they're coming forward, you can see that Lucky has pulled on a shirt. It's a nice shirt, it's a clean shirt. This is very uncharacteristic of Lucky, but there is this pungent aroma that follows Lucky that announces her arrival. It's the smell of oily cardboard. If you have ever driven around in a car that delivers pizzas, you know the smell and it doesn't go away. So even though there isn't a pizza in sight, you can smell the pizza oil. Follow Lucky as she comes up. She is about 5'7". She's pretty tall. Um, she is wearing a pair of purple chucks and she has a cap on backwards. She has some slacks on, very tomboyish and a very kind of lanky figure as they come forward. Hey everyone. Hi.
Miss Kevin's speech. You're lucky.
Oh, I bet it was. Hold on. Where's our list?
Yes.
Hella cool beans.
I worked really hard on it,
Oh,
but I'm glad you're here because you're only 7 minutes late this time.
yeah.
That's improvement.
Improvement. You see slung over Lucky's shoulder is their skates tied together, and it has very clearly been painted gold, not originally gold. Very flashy, very distracting, and there are a number of stickers plastered all over them. Very vibrant, glittery. Maybe Lisa Frank, probably a knockoff. And they sit down on the concrete and immediately begin to work their shoes off.
Well, as I was saying, the sun wants you to also win. Yeah, that was it. So, when y'all are ready, we can start practice, and I will be over here. I heard the next magazine, the one that's coming this month, is gonna have some big news in it. So it's supposed to hit my mailbox today. I don't want to be here, forever. Just so you know. Yeah, and Kevin just kind of awkwardly doesn't know how to end things and just starts walking backwards to go sit down as, you're putting your skates on.
Vivi is clapping. But it's not rhythmic. It is a little offbeat. She's not sure if he has more to say, so she keeps starting and stopping, just aborted motions of, are you good,
And
Kevin?
Kevin thinks you're trying to get an encore out of him. So, every time you start, he tries to think of something else to say, but he's still backing up slowly as he does so. And to the point where he just starts yelling from across the skate park.
Wow, he's so knowledgeable and just she's so far now as well.
I kind of respect that he kept doing that for so long too.
Yeah.
I can't get grounded again by kicking an adult in the shins, so let's just get this practice going, guys. Okay? We have to kick Bakersfield's ass.
My bad. Let's start.
You all start getting your skates on. We hear montage, grunge in the background as you're high-fiving each other, kind of getting your speed up. Let's start with Ginny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how well Ginny skates or doesn't?
Ginny is depending on what dice or what stat we're using for tricks necessarily. Ginny is all about speed. Ginny's flight is at the D20, and then potentially relevant, potentially not relevant. Maybe in Derby, her next highest is a fight in D12. So if there's anything about potentially just shoving people, even though who knows whether or not that's illegal entirely. she's focused mainly on her speed, but I think every now and then she really does genuinely try to like do what am I trying to say? I think she tries to genuinely like try to jump off of things and like do kind of like half flips or like something along those lines. She's
Mhm.
short, so at the very least, there's not a lot that she has to like cartwheel over or anything like that. So she's actually gonna try to do a trick shot right now.
Nice. All right. Um, why don't you roll? You can pick because you're not really fighting anything right now, unless you're fighting against yourself. I don't know.
Always,
But
every
you
day.
can pick
Real.
either like grit if this is a trick that like you've been trying and you're like you want to nail it, type of
Yeah.
thing. Um, or like, are you saying yes and that's the one you want to pick? Or are you saying like,
S- As in, I understand.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then if it's like a technical trick, like like mechanically you have to do a lot of thinking, then I would pick brains.
Oh, brother. Okay. Um, all right. I'm gonna ask Vivi, can you chase me?
Yes, of course. she's, she's going after you.
Just like going after me. Okay, great. So that I like, oh God, okay, and then I start like running. I'm not running. I start blading. So my tassels, on my black chic professional tassels, which are my charms on my laces, I get a +1 to all checks while being chased, and my grit is not fantastic. It's at a D8, but we're gonna try. Okay, so that's a 6 plus a 1, so I got a 7 with my grit.
Okay, so you succeed. Um, because it's not you're not I wouldn't say you're going all in quite yet, because it's just early practice. You're just getting going. Um, how do you land?
I definitely even though I think for some reason Ginny has had like a long soul-wrenching like battle against wearing knee pads because of the way that it looks for some reason. But now she is wearing knee pads and she and very wise this time because I do think with just like with that grit, there's like an aspect to it where she's also trying to like tank or body any of her lands, so it looks kind of like sick or whatever. So she does like it ends with like her knee just sort of like skidding on like the ground as she like it is not graceful at all, but
Mm.
she finds that a success. And then she gives Vivi like a sick high five and it's like, thank you for chasing me. You are so fast, it's so scary sometimes I forget.
No worries. I'm here for you always. Don't worry ever. Jenny, I just want you to know that I just really want your dreams to come true. So if you tell me that I need to chase you, I will absolutely chase you.
Oh my God. Okay. Thanks. I guess it's like I guess that's kind. I don't know.
Um, Deborah, what about you? Being into the 80s style rollerblading, maybe a little bit more. What do you feel that Deborah's strengths are in skating?
I would say she's more technically skilled because she likes the older, like the old school moves. So she's not going to do anything that daring as far as moves, but it will be very, 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 like proficient, technically sound. She's not very, she's kind of, she keeps it on the DL, but she's kind of a fearful person.
Mhm. Do you think that Deborah would like be the type of person to volunteer for like the straight races versus like the tricks and stuff? Maybe Deborah's
Yes,
more about speed. Okay.
all about speed. Yes, alacrity.
So what are you doing around the skate park?
Um, she would be she can practice going really fast at home. So she'll just be like doing like the simple like tricks, like and then back down and like practicing. You know how like they scoot down, like they crunch over themselves basically to go faster.
Mm.
She'd be doing that too. It's like so it kind of looks like a squat motion, wouldn't it?
Okay. Can you give me a brains roll?
Sure.
Since you're kind of trying new stuff and not really focusing on the stuff that you know how to do.
All right. Oh, I'll type it out. I thought I just clicked it.
Oh,
They can all witness what I just rolled.
So, Deborah, why don't you tell us
Tell us
how
what
you
you rolled.
lose control of that trick a little bit?
So like how I was mentioning like how she was kind of like squatting to like practice going faster like for the turns. They kind of do
Oh.
this move. She kind of just falls over like an egg. You know how you would practice like an egg in gymnastics?
yeah.
You just hear
An egg in a
Kevin
dress.
from the sidelines being like, "It's okay, Deborah. It's okay. You can do. That was really good. That was really good."
That's like what I get for trying something new. Ugh, so not cool.
Lucky will skate up towards you, and they are pretty decent at skating. So they aren't even thinking about it, and they slide on over next to you and they drop down on their butt and they look you in the eyes, Deborah. Hey, you okay?
That kind of hurt like a lot,
Yeah,
but thanks for asking.
Deborah, you're strong. I'm proud of you. I just want you to know that. That was hella whack.
So whack. So whack.
Yeah. Then lifts up a hand to fist bump you.
Returned.
Yeah. You want help getting up?
Yes, please.
And Lucky will slowly get up and offer her hands out to you, pull you up with them. All right. I believe in you. You can do it again. Let's try.
Word. I'll try again.
And then Lucky will skate like backwards away.
Oh, peace out.
Peace.
So Deborah, give yourself another adversity token too.
Okay.
So you have 4. You should have 4.
Let's see some hustle from Vivian. Lucky too. Let's see what fucking tricks that you have. We've had all, like, I don't know, summer to figure out what we can do. Like, what is our thing, guys?
I can spin around really fast. Is that
Okay.
like in the same spot? I I learned it.
Would you like to show us?
Vivi will try to do like a heel toe spin where she's just like spinning
Ooh.
in one spot.
It
and she's
definitely
just-
feels like we recruited Vivi after seeing her figure skate, and then we're just like, you gotta join the blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And Vivi's skates, they're like match the rest of her outfit. They're pink. There's a little bit of modification where she can kind of like shift down and go faster, not like just through sheer grit and not necessarily through like the skates performance or whatever, or like just relying on inertia. But her skates are pretty standard run of the mill except for that one modification.
Are you trying to spin as fast as you can?
Yeah, let's do that.
Can you
God.
roll me a flight?
Okay.
Please
And
and
I-
thank you.
Well, that's a 15, baby.
Ooh, that's a very, very good. Kevin's just watching from over there, being like, mouth like just dropped open, like concerned, but doesn't want to interrupt.
We will like kind of get out of it, just like she's kind of like stumbling and like crouching down and trying to put her hands on the skate park, and she's like, guys, I just, what do you think? Like as she's like kind of crawling around.
My God.
That's amazing.
Lucky's
was
in the
so-
background, just woo, yeah, go Vivi.
Thanks.
That was gnarly.
It was
Oh
gnarly.
my god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Crying.
Yes.
Just-
That was so gnarly.
It was. I was really worried it was gonna be bogus, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, she didn't learn anything." But I've been practicing doing it in skates.
It was good. It was good.
And Lucky.
Lucky skates out in front of everyone, puts their hands on their hips, and says, "All right, I've been practicing between my new jobs. This I call the koala." And then they begin to like kind of skate a little backwards, and all of a sudden they skate forward. And as they do, they lift up one leg and then they lift up their arms, kind of like a little bit like a zombie. And as they are just literally just zooming in a straight line past, balancing on the one leg, she says, "Booyah!"
Nice. Roll me.
So, if I can persuade the game master,
Mm-hmm.
Lucky is not technically good. Lucky is not fast, but Lucky has a great personality and loves to bring the energy, right? It's like, hey, scuffed knee, no problem. You know, we've got great vibes going on here. I've got snacks in my car. It's fine. My grandma, she has a bunch of kimbap for us too. It's all good. So, I use charm.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
That was a good argument. Because as soul skaters, you might need to charm scouts a little bit harder than maybe some of the sponsored teams. So,
I rolled a 4.
okay.
Oh.
Tell us how you succeed in doing the thing and then maybe fumble coming out of it.
The move kind of peters off into just standing. I slow down just gradually, and there is no climactic finish. I just stand there, balancing on one foot, and I seem to zone out, trying to consider what else to do. And eventually,
I kind of I push you like a little bit, just like see what happens. Like,
and then I immediately fall down and
Alright.
collapse onto the concrete. Oh, ow. Yeah, what do you think? The koala.
I
Are we
thought it was
all-
pretty radical. It could use some growth, right?
Yeah.
Gotta land
we're
it.
all doing it?
Wait, we gotta do it too?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, I look to Kevin.
What was that?
You know, like a koala, because they hang from the tree. You know, we're the Cornville koalas.
Well, okay. No, now it makes sense. You just looked like a scary zombie for a little bit. I
Oh,
wasn't sure. I didn't hear the koala part. No, but that's good. That's good. Good job. Yeah. Good job.
yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, we gotta get creative sometimes, you know? Like,
all right.
All right.
And
So
I-
it's
go
just
ahead.
Lucky who's doing it, right?
I mean, I think all of y'all should learn from each other, you know?
Yeah.
Although right now we need to make a decision. And as Kevin's talking, you just hear the rumbling of skates around you as the beta blades show up to the skate park. And let me pull up my thing here. And this almost too jockey to be a blader, kind of bleach blonde hair, Zach Morris looking, comes up to y'all with his crew behind him. He's like, "Hey, I thought I told you that we have the park on Saturdays. It's I think it's Saturday, and we're here now. So
Immediately, I go ramrod straight, and I lean over to Vivi and I say, "All right, don't do the koala now, because we don't want to give away our secrets."
But how are we gonna? It is Saturday. What are we gonna do?
Oh, it's Saturday? Oh shit.
Ginny
Oh.
skates up to the two jocks. Are the two jocks who I think that they are?
Chad and Jonathan. Jonathan thinks he runs the Beta Blades because Daddy pays for all everybody's skates.
No.
Chad's
Ginny,
talking about.
5 foot tall, scoot like just blades up with like hands on her hips, like in front of like the two of them. Bleach your hair, Chad.
Chad's like, what about it?
Are you trying to seem like a bleach blonde, trying to make it seem like you go to the beach?
Look, I mean, that's not the point. The point is today is Saturday, and we practice on Saturdays. No matter
Yeah.
what color my hair is.
And maybe fugly bitches like you should get some better hair before you go out in public.
And Jonathan's like, kind of like inching behind, like he's kind of behind Chad now. You're very, very scary. And he is like, get it. No, tell Chad, tell them they have to leave. My dad's gonna.
Josh?
Jonathan.
Josh? What do you have to say? What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
We'll
And he's
share this public place on a beautiful Saturday together, or I can kick the shit out of the both of you.
Deborah's gonna start circling them like a shark.
like, Kevin like steps in. He's like, hold on. We can resolve this peacefully.
Kevin, turn around. Close your eyes.
Yes, ma'am. And Kevin turns around.
Lucky's like pulling a bunch of paper out of her pockets, freaking out, and then looks at a piece of paper and then looks to Kevin. "Oh, no, I worked." Good.
What's up with your friend over there? You late for something? Huh?
No, biatch.
Ugh. Can you let's see. Jenny's ready to fight. Jenny's just gonna like let's roll me a fight.
Okay.
Just okay.
I got a +2 on this. Okay. So that is gonna be a oh my god, that's gonna be 11.
Chad steps away. Explain what Chad sees right now before he hightails it and runs.
Ginny's face, I think, is this entire time she's just been on kind of like an edge right now. She's like screaming, basically yelling at these two jocks who have been like making their lives horrible at this like again public place that they're everyone is so willing to allow them to share. Like her face is red. She's got like a blood vessel popped at this point, and she's just like so small and so angry. And there's just, I think maybe for Chad, maybe part of it, like part of the fight here is just like she is so kind of sad at the same time that like her and Chad, who used to be friends at the like, you know, a while back, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he decided to sell out to the Bakersfield betas. So I think at the end of the day, at the end of everything, like there's just like this so angry girl that used to be his friend, like in front of him, um, who just wants him to get out of her face.
Yeah, so Chad, I think, recognizes that he's overstepping not just in a physical way, but like kind of in an emotional way as well. And by kind of continuously to ignore that you used to be friends. And now that he's with this new crowd that he's wanted to be with for a while, so he kind of just throws his hands up and he's like, look, I'm not gonna hit you or anything, that's just, it's very not like that. So I'm just gonna, how about we'll just be over here, like we can do it this once, like just this once. And Jonathan's like, starts like, what do you mean, bud, what do you mean, like he starts yelling at Chad. And then the Nick comes over, he's another one of the beta blades. You can kind of tell that Chad dyed his hair blonde and wears it the way he does because Nick wears it the way he does. It's a little too similar, you know? So Nick comes over and he's like, hey, and like kind of gives you a nod and is like, Chad, we can just go, man. Like we don't have to, we can practice anytime we want. Like they only come here like once a week, maybe. Like they live in the next, like we don't have to, it's cool. Like we can just come back. And Chad's like, no, it's fine. We'll share. And then he kind of leads the betas over to the other half of the skate park. And Kevin looks at y'all and he's like, guys hungry now? Kind of hungry. Can I open my eyes? Is that okay?
Yes.
We safe?
And I'm
Lucky,
hungry.
It's all good.
Lucky is standing next to Ginny and looked as if like they were also going to get into the fight. You know that Lucky doesn't fight, but Lucky likes to support you and just be with you. But seeing your face and feeling the energy coming off of you, Lucky says, putting a hand on your arm, "Hey, want some kimbap?"
Yes. I want a whole sleeve.
I got some of the yellow radishes too if you want some of those.
Fuck yeah, I do. And like I think Ginny is like crying a little bit. And as she's just I think as we like picnic basically together, she like destroys a Coke and like is eating like an entire like kimbap roll by herself. Um she's just like, I know I always bring this up, but you guys aren't like, we're all gonna stay together after the X Games, right? Like we don't have to like next year, like we're all still gonna be together. No one's gonna leave like Chad, right?
Right. Like imagine leaving you for Chad. No.
Lucky has a mouthful of food. Mm-hmm. I don't really have anywhere else to go, so like I'm gonna be here.
Vivi, what did she say? I can't understand like that when she eats like that, I can't tell.
Don't worry, Deborah. What she said was she has nowhere else to go, and I'm the same way. There's where
Come on, y'all. We gotta make it sound like a choice. That's like so much more
oh
of
yeah.
a compliment.
I also have nowhere to go. I mean, we could hang out in my bomb shelter basement for like ever.
Absolutely not. Anyway,
No one wants to hang out at your house, Kevin. Sorry. It smells
changed the
weird. It
sheets.
smells like cat pee.
Some point recently.
You even have a cat?
Yeah, why does it smell like ammonia?
Do I have a cat? And Kevin now is like lost in thought, wondering, there was that one time as you eat all your kimbap.
we have to win the Gex Games.
I agree. We have to win because I think it would be like a great memory for all of us to share. you know, something we all did together.
Because we're not leaving.
yeah.
I mean, maybe for vacations or something, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not leaving.
I've never had a
Everyone.
vacation. Ow.
You know what? Every day is like a vacation here. So
Yeah.
staycation.
Yeah, it's basically a vacation whenever we get ice cream together.
Yeah. It's like,
Like ice cream.
Yeah.
oh,
They put like Skittles in them now. You can get the fruit by the
That's
foot.
fucking genius.
The sour is just so good.
Okay. When everyone's done eating, we'll do a race. That'll be our last thing that we do for practice, okay? And then we gotta,
oh, and then
Fucking-
can the loser buy us all ice cream?
of course.
I
Perfect.
Kevin's
open
paying
my
for it.
wallet.
Kevin's paying for it no matter what.
Okay.
Oh, I like that a lot. I only have $1 left.
Cover your ears, Kevin.
Hey.
Kevin's buying it. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
And as you like go race around, he's just sitting there until somebody comes to get him because it's time to leave. And do you want to roll flight, everyone, to
Let's-
see who
Let's
wins?
do it.
Yeah.
We all get a +1 to this.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6. Wait. Oh, that's so bad.
17.
Oh.
And then you get so Ginny, obviously. I'd done it 6. Okay. So you wrap up practice, you change your shoes into your shoes, you head out to get ice cream. Kevin pays for it. And then we pan away as all 4 of you, 5 of you, kind of go off into your own houses. And then the next day happens, and your phones all start ringing.
Our landlines, right?
So who's answering? And we'll start with Lucky.
I answer because I live with my grandma and she doesn't speak a single word of English. Hello?
Hi, Lucky. Obviously, this is Lucky. It's Kevin. Can you? I'm gonna call everyone, but when you're done with your breakfast or whatever it is that you do, can you guys meet here? I have something really cool. I want to share, all of you. We don't have to be in the basement, bombshell basement. I can meet you like in the yard.
Okay. Well, yeah. I can just go wake them up. I gotta pick them up with my car anyway, if they're gonna come.
Oh, you know what? That's smart. You're so smart, Lucky. Yeah.
I am?
Yeah. So you call everybody. No, I'll call everybody. It's fine. I'll call them. You
Fucking-
just get here.
By myself?
No, you have to pick them up. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you know what? You call them. I'll tell them that you're coming. And he just hangs up.
But I haven't finished my breakfast. Do I call him before? Oh, and then I will proceed to call everyone while I'm eating my breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just shoving some Cheerios in my mouth. The first person I'm going to call is Vivi. Ring,
Vivi's
ring,
mom
ring.
picks up.
Hey, hi, it's Lucky. It's Vivian's friend. Can I talk to Vivian, please?
You hear like a deep, heavy sigh, and then the phone gets passed. And he's like, "Hi, Lucky.
Hi.
Are you okay? It's like super early in the morning for you."
Are you okay?
Uh, Yeah, I'm good. I've got my Cheerios.
Uh-huh.
Uh Kevin wants us to come over like right away. I can come pick you up.
Okay. Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah. I'll just have to let my mom know, and I should be fine.
Okay,
Okay.
your mom scares the shit out of me, so I'm just gonna wait outside, okay?
Okay. Will you honk your horn so I know to come out?
No, because your mom's going to hate me even more, but I will come with 3 oranges.
Okay.
So just look out the window and I'll just wait, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. And I hang up. And then I eat some more Cheerios and then I call Deborah. Bring, 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 bring.
And you would have to like wait until like the last ring before Deborah picks up. Hello.
Hi,
What is happening?
Deborah. It's me, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Hey. Um, you see that last episode of Sailor Moon?
You know I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah, when they fought the plant lady, like it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. That plant lady looked really, really dope too.
Yeah.
The fashion is always on point.
Yeah, I really liked what they did with the purple. Oh shit, right. We gotta meet up at Kevin's place. I can come over and pick you up if you're okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Just I'll be ready in 20. She takes 30.
Okay, bye. I'll
Bye.
hang up. And then there's a deep sigh. And I finish my food before I call Ginny. Ring, ring, ring.
It is a 1 minute long battle between her and her mom about who's picking up the phone. So it's just like you can imagine, it's just like her elbow and her mom's face. Yes, who is it?
Hey, it's Lucky. Uh,
What?
uh, Kevin wants us to meet. I'll pick you up.
Okay.
Okay.
Hangs up.
I also hang up. And I have visible fear on my face because I've been in Ginny's house whenever the phone rings, so I know exactly what is going on as that happens. So I shove some food into my bag, a handful of fruit to give out, and I'll drive over to everyone's houses and pick them up.
Hey, and then as you pull into Kevin's driveway, he's standing there with some rolled up something in his hand. And as you're getting out of the car, he immediately throws himself on the ground and he's like, I am so sorry.
What did you do?
I called all your houses and it's wrong number. Like, and then just like there's a montage of like Kevin trying to call the same people that Lucky is calling when Lucky is calling them. So he just gets busy signals, which aggravates him and he gets frustrated. And then he gets to when he calls Ginny's house. But he hasn't called Ginny's house until after everybody else has left and they were already on their way because he took a minute to, just take a breather. Just need to breathe sometimes. And Ginny's mom answered the phone and he didn't know what to say and just hung up. Um, so he is very apologetic. He's on the ground. He's like, I'm so sorry. I know I'm not, your parents don't like phones or something. I don't know. And kind of gets back up and he's like, I have some Pop Tarts though.
What is the purpose of this? Like, why are we here? I will
Oh,
take the Pop Tarts though.
right. Do you like, what do you, I bought a couple different kinds. I bought strawberry frosted and that weird cinnamon one people like.
Get the one where it's like you can draw little doodles with the frosting.
As long as it's the cinnamon sugar one, it should be pretty good.
All right, and he like divvies out the Pop Tarts. They're warm. Like you don't know if they've been in his pocket for a while. You're not sure. And he like picks up the magazine and rolls it out and he's like, "You will not believe what I just read this morning. AKA last night, AKA this morning. No, it was this morning. I just didn't sleep. And he like opens up to the page and you see like calling all small towns, a race is like city to city race. Winner gets a sponsored skate park. And he's like, you will not believe what I just read. And he like hands it to Ginny because that's the one he was in front of, and like lets y'all look it over and read it. And he goes, and you want to know the best part? Y'all remember Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Brad works at the magazine now. And I also called him too.
Oh.
And he told me that he's picking Cornville and Bakersfield for the city to city race. We could get a skate park, y'all.
This is an opportunity. Yes.
Y'all know we're gonna open a can of whoop ass on them, but like, what are like a skate park here? Where would it go? By the church?
Well, there's that big field.
Oh,
Yeah,
they could put it
that's
next
a
to
really
the
big field.
Blockbuster.
Oh, well, that's actually a really good place for it because you can get like a movie and then skate, or vice versa.
He's
Okay.
super convenient. Yeah.
There's two things we can do here.
Oh,
Number one, how much time do we have? Like a week or how like less than that?
We have, well, here's the thing. We have to go convince the mayor to do the thing. Because
Easy.
Brad said that the mayor keeps ignoring him.
Okay, so there's one thing to do. We're gonna go to the mayor's house.
okay.
Yeah.
And then what?
I could do the koala.
Oh, well,
No.
You know, I heard. Why don't we just go to his office?
Oh. And like talk to the receptionist or something.
I don't know, talk to the
If
mayor.
we
Schedule
go
an
to his
appointment.
house, we can threaten him and
No,
show him our
Ginny-
skills.
Okay.
We can show him how fucking good we are.
We could show him our skills in the parking lot though, right? Or would that make him mad? Never mind.
We have to like show him in the if we go to his office, then we have to show him in the hallway, which isn't allowed. So if we go to his house, we could show him in the driveway, which is allowed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if threaten is like a good thing to do.
Should we
Fine.
bribe him? What about bribery?
Vivi
Who
looks
has
straight
money?
at Lucky and is like,
I have a basketball.
And the mayor loves basketball. So Lucky, you got to put the moves, you got to get into his mind, right? Lucky.
Uh-huh.
You have had every job in town, right?
Yes.
Let's put
Well,
the pieces
haven't
together.
worked at the
You've been a doctor, you've been a surgeon, you've been a lawyer, and you worked at the pizza place.
yeah.
All same level jobs worth of equal income.
Yes.
And you can let him know that all doctors, all lawyers, and pizza guys can have an opportunity of a lifetime at the skate park that we can get built without the state's money. It will be funded. And think of all the like, because he has kids, think of all the like programs we can get done there. But Lucky, you got to put the moves on him, not sexually inappropriate moves, just the moves, you got the charm. You're the only one who can talk to anybody is basically what I'm trying to get across. Fine, you can show him the koala.
Yes. All right, I'll do this.
And like Kevin puts his hand in, like, yeah, team.
And then I put my hand in away from Kevin with only the four of us.
Vivi's hand is right by Jenny's.
Hand in.
Yeah, go koalas. Ready?
Shit.
Go koalas.
Yeah.
Koalas.
To the mayor's house.
To the mayor's house. And you all
Hop in
are we
my car.
bleeding there? Yeah, we all hop in the car. And since it's like the 90s, no one cares about seatbelts really. Like Kevin's like
I'm
half out
smoking
of
a
the
cigarette.
trunk. Yeah, like
Yeah, it's a station wagon, so the seats are actually just like, bench style. So like,
yes.
the windows are rolled down only. There's cigarette burns everywhere. It's clearly a
have-
very old car.
The wood panel on the side.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh God.
And they're scuffed because Lucky has definitely tried to skate on them, and it does not work out. Never.
Nice. So you make your way to the mayor's house and you pull up to this extravagant for this small town kind of house. Not big enough for there to be a gate or anything, but he definitely has an HOA. So you pull into the driveway and you get out, and what do you do?
So he's out. He's outside now.
He's inside. The mayor,
Oh, he's
he's
inside.
inside. He doesn't know
Okay.
you're coming over. No
Okay,
one called
okay,
him.
Knock on the door very loudly. Okay, everybody, as soon as he comes out, do a really cool trick.
Okay.
Okay.
The door begins to open. What is everybody doing for tricks?
I'm gonna do a backflip.
Oh my god.
Backflip.
Just not really related to blading. I'm just gonna do a backflip.
Okay, roll me a brawn.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
The brute strength of your legs.
That's a 10. It's not exploding though. It's my +1. 10.
Okay. So that's a pretty good backflip with a little shaky landing, but still only you know that because you can feel your legs. Who's going next? He opens the door and just sees Ginny backflip because she's closest to the door.
Vivi's right there just like waving excitedly. He's like, "Good morning, Mr. Mayor. How are you?"
I guess that's yet to be determined. And you see he's like gray haired, not as tall as he probably claims to be. And he's all wearing a tweed vest, pants. It's Southern California in the summertime. What is going on? And but you can feel the waft of air conditioning as if he doesn't have to pay for it coming out of the doorway. And he just kind of looks at you and it's like, can I help you? Are you okay?
Yes.
Do a trick. Do a fucking trick.
Okay. Vivi is gonna roll because she can't backflip. She's gonna roll in the grass on his
Like
lawn.
somersaulting on his
No,
lawn?
like sideways. She has
Just like rolling in the grass.
She's rolling in his lawn.
Let's do a flight to see how fast you roll. Like
Flight is good.
Holy
What the
shit.
fuck?
Oh, because it exploded.
You
It exploded, and then it was a +7, and then a +2 because I
It's a
have
29.
29.
he is very impressed by your rolling. Like very impressed. Maybe not even
You
at
mow
the sheer
his lawn.
fact that you threw yourself. Yeah, like grass starts coming up, but it doesn't ruin anything. It's just like, that patch of grass is pristinely cut somehow now. Now he needs to call his lawn guy to make it match the rest of the lawn.
And then at the end of when she's done, she like whips out the Pop-Tart that Kevin gave him, and she takes a big old bite.
So, just to recap, the mayor opens the door. I'm assuming Ginny like cop knocks on it, right? To be like,
Yes,
boom,
of
boom,
course.
boom.
Cop knock.
And then so he opens it. Ginny immediately does a backflip. Vivi makes small talk and then falls to the ground and starts mowing his grass
Yes.
And with her body.
with her body.
And at the exact same time, Lucky's like, watch this. And Lucky has put on her skates and is going to like jump onto her car and skate over her car.
Oh man.
Like it's a prop.
Is this something you do? Are you trying to charm the mayor? Is that
I am trying to charm the mayor, but one, the physics of this is absolutely terrible. Two, I am not that skilled. No way.
Okay.
Three, this is something that someone like made up in a animated show, and it really would not translate into a live action movie, but I'm trying it anyway.
Yeah,
roll
we're
me
all
a
just like-
grit then?
Show us your math skills. Just like, oh god, like bracing.
Grit is almost my dump that.
Oh no.
Rolled a
Please explode.
4. So I jump up onto my car and I skate over it and I totally wipe out and just eat the concrete. Ugh.
Kevin runs over to you.
I turn my body so that I'm covering him. Now Deborah.
Well, she would have like had her emergency like scarf stash like for her hair, and she would have been like twirling to try to like provide some ambiance, a nice background. So
The whole
everything else going on, just Deborah.
You're trying to charm the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Roll a charm, please.
Oh my fucking god.
A 6.
He's very confused. It looks great, but he has no idea what you're doing. So he just stands there, as stoic as can be, as y'all are doing all of this. And he just goes,
Wait, watch this. And I'll stand up and I'll do the cool like basketball balancing on one finger thing.
No, that's
which is probably
That's
something
charm.
you do a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to?
I get
Do you
bored
want to
at
roll a
work.
charm?
Sure. 17.
Ooh, there we go.
It's like
All right. So he just a laugh starts like coming out of him, like from the depths of his soul. Like this man hasn't laughed genuinely in probably a very long time.
cobwebs
he
come out when he laughs.
Yeah, like it's almost like he's forcing it, but
it's
like
scary.
it's like a scary like ha 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 like Final Fantasy X. And just all of you just stop like what you're doing. Mid bite of the Pop-Tart, basketball like just like falls off. The scarf's like billow into stillness, and Ginny's still trying to block Kevin from even joining the conversation. And the mayor like finishes his laugh, gives a little bit more of a chuckle, and goes, "Oh, that was the most entertaining thing I've seen in ages. Now, what are you doing on my property? Also, I'm not paying for that," and points to Lucky. Like, you're fine, right? You can take care of your own medical bills. You're okay?
Yeah. I'll just drink some green.
And we would like to participate in the skate competition between Bakersfields. And the skills that we have all just righteously showed to you is the reason why.
You're gonna do that?
Not in the order of which you saw necessarily, but we're all really fast.
We can't
must
show
be-
you our routine until you say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so mysterious.
And he he looks at all of you and he goes, I will consider it on one condition. Don't do any of the things that you just did.
Okay.
Except for maybe that one. Mowing the lawn was impressive.
Thank you. And can I eat a Pop-Tart as well, or you don't want me to do that in front of the cameras?
I don't think skating and eating at the same time is a smart activity.
Unless we're sponsored by Pop Tart.
Right.
Yeah, like what if we make it really big and then Pop-Tart is like, "Oh, skate and eat." Then can we do it?
And Kevin like weasels his way out from behind Ginny and kind of like comes up and he's like, "Hi, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to," and looks around. Did he say yes?
Yeah.
Yes, we just can't backflip or ribbon dance or spin a basketball. But I think spinning a basketball while blading might be pretty fucking sick, so
I think he meant that I can't skate off my car.
Oh.
Yeah. And the mayor's like, "Yeah, the car." The basketball was impressive. The scarves were pretty.
Thank you.
And he like looks at you all again. He's like, so you're gonna leave now?
Yeah.
Okay. And he just shuts the door.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
Kevin's like, "We did it!" And Kevin starts like celebrating and like, "We did it!" Even though he knows that you all did it and he didn't really do much, but he's just very excited. Let me call. I gotta. Hey, Lucky, can you drop me off at my house so I can call Brad to let him know?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I have to stop by the supermarket first because it's closer than your house. I
Yeah,
have to pick up some eggs for my grandma.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And as you walk away, the mayor's peeking out from behind the curtains to see that you finally left, and he picks up the phone. And then we're gonna cut.
Okay. I
And
think this might be a
yeah,
good time for us to take a break.
That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. So please join us in a little break here. We're going to do a little stretch, grab some water, some snacks, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Be right back, everybody.
I hope everybody had a good break. Okay, so we've convinced the mayor to say yes to the race, to get a chance to get a sponsored skate park for your town. And it's been about a week since that happened. And you are at the skate park once more. Kevin is there cheering you on. He had Ginny's mom make some stuff because he wanted to treat y'all. So he has a little picnic of some of your select favorite foods from the restaurant because he asked Ginny's mom what all of your favorite foods were from the restaurant. And he's there. He's all excited, getting ready, geared up. He hasn't shut up about this race every day for a week, and he's not even in it. So as you're practicing, Kevin goes, "Okay, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up." Like, I mean it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I'm so glad that all of you are deciding to stay close by. And this has just been such a great week practicing, and it really makes me feel like I I could do this serious, you know? Like I know everyone's just like just the townie, but like I could be a coach, right? Like I coach you, right? Like that's what I do. And anyway, this isn't about me. I just wanted to tell y'all that I'm very glad that you're choosing to stay here, and that means a lot. Um, Also, I brought some food for you, and
Fuck yeah.
thought we could have a little picnic together, maybe before the race tomorrow. That would be really nice. You know, that's cool, everybody.
Yeah, I think this is cool. Thanks for the food. Can you please tell your mom thanks for cooking it? Um, but I only brought one picnic blanket, and there's not enough space for all four of us and you, Kevin.
Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
So
That's
when Lucky says this, okay, so this probably gets said a lot all the time by various people in the group. And I know when Ginny says it, Ginny is like probably stretching the truth. But when Lucky says this, Lucky has like the biggest eyes and sincere like regret for not grabbing the big blanket. And you know she's so sorry, and it is actually literally true this time.
um and he's just like, yeah, that's fine, it's fine, yeah, you do that. I can go sit over there, it's okay. And he
Yeah,
kind of
sit over
just
there.
goes over there and sits, you know pulls out his Game Boy out of his very big pocket in his very long shorts, and starts playing Tetris, which is what he plays when he's kind of a little bummed.
On his
And you
Game
can
Boy.
hear the music because he turns it up to full volume, you know, just over there by himself.
Okay, team. I drink my banana milk. The gameplay. My plan. I think. I guess just. I guess a question also for Jen. Is it like mainly race-based activities, or is it? Are there like other like in
Obstacles.
yeah, obstacles or like trick-based things? Like, is it like a
Yeah.
swimming competition where there's like different types of like blah blah blah?
So the race is going to be in 4 different parts. There's going to be a straightway. There's going to be an area where there are rails for alling and things
Mm-hmm.
and trick jumps. There's going to be an area where there's predominantly hills. So it's going to be like there's like the way to get to Bakersfield from Cornville. There is like a very back road way to get there that isn't like a main road. So it's very like small, only like really like 1.5 cars can fit down it. And it leads to like the like Bakersfield Community College has like areas there that are protected that are like it's a very small road and it's like middle of nowhere.
Okay.
So there's like a straight way. It starts with a straight way, and then there's like a bunch of hills, and then there's like bridge areas where like there will be rails that you have to like kind of like trick shot off of that are like, and then the next part is a big hill race. It's just like a straight shot down with a curve,
Excellent. Okay.
which is like this a different type of speed.
So final curve stretch, is that basically like the longer racing, like rather than just like short burst?
Yeah.
racing.
But
Okay.
you're rallying it. So like one person on the team does like the first part, passes it off to the next
Got
person,
it, got it,
passes
got
it
it.
off to the
Okay.
next person.
Okay, so rails and hills. What's our strengths, guys? What are we thinking how we want to do it? Obviously the rally. In general with rallies, is it better for the fastest person to be first?
I think psychologically, if you're in the lead, then it's
I
like,
know.
oh, but
I
then
know.
you also
Yeah.
want like the fastest person at like
S-
the
at
end
the
to
back,
close it
yeah.
out.
So I
Mhm.
think the final curve stretch, Ginny starts and then Vivi is at the end maybe. And then Lucky and Deborah can be second or third place. I mean, sorry, second or third in the rally. For the straightway, is that like uh just like a fast burst?
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
rails is obstacle, hill is like
Mhm.
kind of an endurance situation.
Right.
Okay.
And then the last one is like controlling your speed.
Yes. Okay.
Are we trying to decide this in character?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucky will swallow the samgyeopsal and then say to Ginny, "We should put you where you can beat up the most people at the same time."
You're right.
You
I
could
think with
elbow a
yeah,
bunch of people.
I'm thinking either this with just like the straight up straightway or with the rails, I can pretend to knock people down by saying it's the obstacles maybe. But like I feel like Vivi has the brains for the rails.
Yeah, but I don't. If I like mess up, then it'll be really bad. I don't know if I have the confidence for the rails.
How do I
Lucky
give you the confidence? Yeah, how do we
Lucky
Yeah,
just
what do
like
we
on their
need?
knees begins to crawl over the food, just direct line to you, grabs you by both shoulders.
Oh,
Vivi, you have been training for this, all right? You are the coolest cat of the bunch. You've got the biggest heart, and it's algebra, you
You got
know?
the fattest ass, Vivi.
so fat with a
With
P.
I know it's with the PH when you say it, but
You know, a science joke.
guys, I
You
I
like
don't know.
science. Yeah. Like, you've got this.
Okay, but what if I mess up and then I don't want to like if I go at the end, then it's just I just gotta skate, right? Because you guys can do tricks. Like Deborah, you're good at tricks. Like your mom teaches you everything.
Yeah, true, but I want you to have this. She just ends it there. She doesn't elaborate.
No, you.
Okay, but then what will you do, Deborah?
Um, I would also like to fight the obstacles.
You should fight the. I don't want to do it. You should do it if you want to do it.
But like, what if I mess up?
Oh my
Lucky
god,
crawls
guys.
over the food, just knocking stuff over, grabs Deborah by the shoulders. Deborah, you've got the coolest clothes. They are so da bomb. Like, no one's got style like you do. And you've been
Yeah.
practicing for this all summer. You've got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah, you've got this.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. And she got what she wanted.
Lucky, I think you're on hills.
All right. Got this.
Okay. And I'll
I'm
close
gonna
this out.
I'm gonna break someone's leg
Okay.
Again?
again. Is that
Nice.
illegal? Kevin?
He looks up. Yeah,
Is it illegal to break someone's leg?
we went over this last time. Yes, that's why you were disqualified. Don't break their
I
leg.
can't. I
Just knock
can't.
them down.
Just knock him down. I can do that. Okay. Everyone, come tomorrow. Hydrated, well rested, eating food. And then we're gonna kick the shit out of Chad. But like racing. Through racing. Not like with a steel chair.
Oh, I have a steel chair if you want it for backup. I got it from
Just
working
in
at the
case.
community
And I can bring my
center.
hat.
Just in case.
You know, I'm really good at throwing it up in the air.
You should do that. Bring it just in case.
Yeah.
As you're planning and plotting and eating, you see a shadow of somebody standing over you, and you look up to see Chad. No skates, no beta blades, just Chad. And he's kind of hands in his pockets, his khaki pockets, and he's kicking the dirt a little. And he's like, "Hey, Jenny, think I could talk to you for a second? Just for a second?"
I look at all three of my other like teammates like,
Looking furiously between the two of you, Ginny, Chad, Ginny, Chad, Ginny, Chad.
okay, fine.
It's illegal to break his legs during the X Games, but you can break them before, and it'll probably be legal.
Vivi's right, you know.
Okay.
No
Okay.
witnesses.
I stand
Lucky
up.
just gets up and goes to their car without explaining.
I get up. All right, Chad, what?
Could we walk a little? It
Yeah,
feels
fine. We
okay.
can walk.
Okay. So you're walking and Chad goes, so I know that we've had our stuff and whatever, and I probably pick on you more than I should, but so you know my brother works at the magazine, right?
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah. Right, Brad. And well, he told me that the mayor isn't planning on giving you a skate park. That he's planning on maybe not doing that and maybe working out a deal with the mayor of Bakersfield. That's just what I heard, because Brad said he overheard a conversation. I don't know much, but either way, I don't want you guys, besides the fact that you're probably going to lose, but even still, I don't want you to think you have a choice. You could back out in case the mayor, it doesn't seem fair if you don't know what I know is all.
But I backflipped in front of him.
You did what?
I backflipped in front of him in my skates.
That's really cool.
Right. So you're saying even if we do win, or if we absolutely win, the skate park might not even happen?
I heard something about the contract. I don't really, I don't know anything about that stuff. But just, I just wanted to let you know. I guess there's no obligation, like, to use the money in any time period. So, like, he could just hold on to it. And I guess according to the conversation that my brother heard, like, he might do that. Between him and some woman, I don't know. His assistant, maybe.
Can you give me the assistant's address? Home address.
Yeah, it's in the phone book.
I think I'm gonna give her a call.
I don't have the phone book with me. But
I have a fucking phone book, Chad.
yeah, I imagine everybody gets a phone book, right? Right. So, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna go. And he just turns around and just like walks away, or starts walking away.
In the very far distance, Lucky has gotten out of their car and is just like holding a steel chair from their trunk and just kind of gesturing towards it questioningly to Ginny. And then
Um,
puts it away again.
I gather everyone. And like, is there like a payphone around us?
Yeah, there's,
Okay.
yeah, with a
Um,
phone book attached to it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm explaining to everyone like as I'm like pulling out the phone book and like getting the quarter out and shit. The mayor might not be a man of his word, guys. So so
My
apparently
mom is so right about politicians. Sorry.
it's so true.
What
But
does your
we
mom
might
say about politicians?
They lie.
damn.
I took out my
Um,
bath.
but I
In a
think if we
position of
call
power.
the assistant, maybe she can give us a little bit more details. Maybe we can get a little bit more out of this before we have to go to his house again. Um, and I'm going to call the mayor's assistant on the phone.
Okay. She picks up and she's like, "Hello, mayor's office."
You gotta give us the skate park if we win.
Excuse me? Who is this?
This is Ginny of the Cornville Koalas, and it's also Lucky and Vivian and Deborah and also Kevin, but Kevin matters less.
You're all just like in a phone booth together.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
We are the skaters, we're the bladers who are going to fight the Bakersfield Betas tomorrow. And we need this money to go to the Cornville skate park. Can you make it happen?
She like looks. Who told you about? How? It doesn't matter. Can you roll me a charm, please?
God damn it.
In the background, Lucky's like, next to the Blockbuster.
Oh god, everyone please help me. Okay, let's see what I get. Oh,
And
Jesus.
since you're
Okay.
all in the phone booth, if you all want to roll charm, so that because you
Oh.
can all yell into the receiver as well.
Yeah.
Thank fucking god.
I did my best.
Rolled a 5.
Oh no. Oh, you
Guys.
Oh my
okay,
gosh, we're
okay,
twinning
okay.
again.
guys, y'all really
So-
just be holding hands. Like,
Donna-
Yeah.
Who got a 7? I got a fucking 2. So this is what we're gonna do. I have loyal, so I'm going to give Donna adversity tokens. The adversity tokens that I spend to help my friends, they get a +2 instead of a +1. So I'm going to give Donna 7 + 6 is 13. So I'm gonna give you all of my adversity tokens.
okay. I think you just hand the phone to Vivi.
Say what I just said in your voice.
Okay. Hi, Miss Miss Wu?
Yes.
Yes. This is Vivian. I think it would be really important if we had a skate park by the Blockbuster. Because
Every
I feel
doctor,
like the doctors
lawyer,
and lawyers and
pizza
engineers
guys.
need it.
Yes.
I don't know if my mom told you about what's gonna happen, but it's like I'm gonna like with me next year. She, I it's like I feel like if more doctors and lawyers came to Cornville, then we could have a lot of really cool things happen. And I'm probably gonna be a doctor, so maybe it would be nice if there was a skate park for people like me.
And she sighs. Okay, here's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You're going to you have to be discreet about this because the problem is the contract says he doesn't have to do anything. he can do whatever he wants with the money. So what you need to do is you need to get him to sign an equal and identical contract that says he has to do it with the money. I will type it up tonight. I will leave it in someone's mailbox. You know what? You know what? It's been a while since I've been to that Asian restaurant in town, so I think I will probably need to visit there. Yes, of course. I will definitely pick you up some of those dumplings you love so much, Mr. Mayor. Let me just finish up this meeting, but I will be there probably around, oh, I get out of here around 5, maybe around 5:30 to bring that for you tomorrow. Yes. Thank you so much for calling. Goodbye, and hangs up the phone.
Oh, I think it worked.
Forgery.
So we're
All of a
gonna
sudden, Kevin smashes against the phone booth behind you guys. What are you doing?
Forgery.
You know what? I don't want to know. Turns around and walks away. Throws
Okay.
his hands up.
What time is it?
It is 3-ish.
Okay. What do we need to do from like now and like the actual race to make sure that we get the contract, the fake contract, where it needs to go?
Well, after you leave the phone booth, pile out, you've already eaten, right? So you probably don't need to eat, but I assume some of you have work.
Oh shit. Then
It's
get in the
3.
car. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
Second shift.
Fast forward to 5:30. Miss Wu walks into the restaurant. Are you working? Is anybody working? Who's working
Yeah,
at the
I am.
restaurant right now? Okay.
No, Ginny's mom kicked me out a long time ago so kicked out is a strong way to put it. Ginny's mom tried to hook me up with a job, and so it started out with me trying to cook food, didn't work out. Then it was trying to be a waitress, didn't work out. Trying to be a host, didn't work out. Tried to do dishes, didn't work out. And then Ginny's mom said, I have a friend that works at the convenience store. That also didn't work out, so Lucky now works at the pizza place. So Lucky's not there right now.
Okay. What about Deborah and Vivi?
I know Deborah would want to go back home to study and listen to some vinyls that her mom is doubtlessly blasting. That's a great study environment because it does drown out all distractions. Vivi would be welcome to join, or she'd be doing her own thing.
I think Vivi is avoiding home for a little bit, and so she is just hanging out with Deborah, examining this vast like vinyl collection and being like, "Oh, like I didn't know this is so cool. Like I didn't know there were so many."
So much disco, baby.
Yeah. Vivi is like also like examining like Deborah's closet and be like, "Oh my god, Deborah, your clothes are just so cool. They're
I thrift a lot. This is so cheap.
oh my god,
So cheap.
you're so radical, dude. I wish I was like you."
As everybody is enjoying their evening, except for maybe Ginny and Lucky, depending on how much Lucky loves their job.
It's great.
Miss Wu walks into the restaurant, walks up to the counter, sees you, and goes ahead and assumes that you are one of the people that called today. Knowing, especially now that she's looked up everything about you all while she was working, so that she could find. And are you Ginny. I'm here to pick up an order and also to drop this off. And she slides an envelope to you. Here's the thing. I don't have a copy of Mayor's signature to give you. You're going to have to get him to sign it, which means you're going to have to win the race. And then you're going to have to convince him to autograph something for you.
Muted.
Am I? Hello?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay. Done.
Okay. She takes her bag of food. It's been good doing business. Oh, tell your friend congratulations on her placement too. And she just walks out.
Wait, what? Mysterious. Okay. I do the rest of my shift.
All right. Fast forward. Everybody is home. Everybody is sleeping. The camera pans around to everybody's rooms, getting their restful night's sleep before the big day. And once again, all of you, Lucky gets a phone call at an absurd amount of time in the morning.
Lucky is already awake. They're used to waking up very early to work. Hello, it's Lucky.
Hey, Lucky, you ready? Are you excited? Do you need anything? Need some Gatorade? Do you need some pizza? Are you all good?
I'm good. My grandma made some packed lunches for us, for everybody. She says hi.
Hi, Grandma.
There. Oh, there. So what's up?
I just want to make sure you're all ready. You need anything? Also, can I get a ride to the race?
Yeah. Do you need me to call everybody? Pick them up?
Yeah, you're gonna call them this time, so I don't call them. I'll give you $10.
Wait, what? Oh, why?
Well, because last time I think I made everybody's moms mad.
Oh, yeah, that's really easy to do. I think the only one who has a cool mom is Deborah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
if you
I hang up.
could, that, and he's like, hello? Oh, okay. And also hangs up.
Yeah, and then I'll go about calling everyone and telling them to meet me outside, and I'll pick them up.
Yeah, and as you get there, this is the most crowded you've ever seen this area of road. There are scouts, there are people with cameras. This is like a way bigger deal than you originally thought, perhaps, because not only is this one of the first city to city races that has been sponsored by this magazine, it's kind of the height of rollerblading in the 90s. And so therefore, sports are kind of getting into it, and there's some TV cameras there as well. It's a little overwhelming. Kevin's in the trunk, like very excited, like just face plastered to the window, like looking at everything, like, and like, do you see this? Oh my gosh, it's that magazine. It's this company. Oh, that sponsors here, y'all. The scouts are unreal. And like, just kind of just going on. As you are all, how are we feeling right now?
I have never seen this many people before, so I am driving very slowly because I don't want to hit anybody.
Very, very smart. There's people directing, like, where to park, like, with their cones all on the dirt road.
So nervous. I see that my input was fucked. I'm so nervous that I'm chewing on my glove. Like I'm like wearing like almost like biker gloves, like and like biker shorts and like the vest. We're gonna win. Just sweating. We're gonna win.
Vivi's like breathing into like a paper bag. Like she's just like just okay, it's fine. This is why I didn't want it. Deborah, I'm so happy that you are doing the rails because I just have to skate, and thank you so much.
Oh, of course. Chicle, she just offers them all gum.
Just chewing on it so disgustingly.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Puts gum in mouth.
Inserts it to mouth.
Right. Kevin's just like, as you pull into park, he almost like falls out of the trunk. He's so excited because you have to open it for him. Lands in the dirt parking lot, gets himself back up, and is like, "Yeah, you guys, like, you know where to go, right? You gotta go over here. You gotta go over here. I'm just gonna," and he just starts like wandering off, to find people to go charm himself. And you start heading to the racers area. You see you have a little bench right at the start of the race. There's people mobbed. Some of your parents are there. You can decide who's there, who's not there for out of your family.
Mom's there. Mom closed down the entire restaurant for today.
Nice. Yes.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
My grandma is too old to leave the house.
That makes sense.
Lacey would be there, dressed all fancy, looking like a MILF.
Hello.
Humana.
Your mom, anyway.
My dad is dead. It's true. She's an option. Don't go for my mom.
Vivi's aunt and then surprisingly Vivi's mom are like standing there, and they look stark opposite. Like Vivi's mom is very like classic office worker, like very put together, and Vivi's aunt is like floral print, puffy vest, like the visor that goes out a really long way. Like but she's a little bit rattled to see her mom here. She didn't know that her mom was coming.
I have the fake contract. We need him to autograph something. I have my Cyndi Lauper notebook. We can make this work. We just have to win. And then we'll forge his name into our history, our futures on this piece of paper.
Do we need to steal the other one?
Fuck.
Oh.
Do you think he has it on him?
Can we get Miss Wu to like destroy it?
And as you're talking, you hear a voice behind you going, "I wouldn't be talking about this in public." And Miss Wu is standing behind you with a little bit of a sour face now. The mayor is wandering around.
Well, what's the answer?
I took care of the contract.
Yes.
Some adults are dependable.
Why aren't you the mayor?
It's a lot easier to get your ideas listened to right now if I just make them sound like they're a white man's ideas.
Wow. What a lesson.
So, maybe someday, people will listen to me. But today is not that day. So I do what I can. And you see like this sense of pride and realize that she's just purposely sabotaging everything the mayor does at all times. And that's why the town is so great. She takes a deep breath and she goes, "Anyway, he will come say hi. Please act like you don't know anything. I am here to congratulate Cornville Koalas for not only potentially getting a skate park for themselves, but also making it this far. This is a really big feat. And also, Vivi, I was looking into the stuff. Like, that's so great that you were accepted at that school. I think that's wonderful. I think that, you're going to be a great doctor. And she goes to like shake your hand.
Vivi takes it and like it's the limpest handshake. And she's not looking at any of her teammates.
I would work on that handshake a little bit as a doctor, but good job. We haven't had a doctor come from Cornville in a long time. And my own child's not a doctor.
That's okay. I mean, what are they?
They decided to be an actor. And anyway, congratulations.
Oof.
But I'm sure that you will make your town proud, just as my son does his best to make himself proud. And she kind of just like trails off and walks away, and Kevin walks up and he's like, "What's up with that one? What do you guys, why is that, why are you talking to the mayor's assistant?"
Lucky is just staring at Vivi, jaw hanging, big sad puppy eyes.
Mad?
Sorry, what was that?
What was that?
Hold on. Promise not to get mad, guys. Promise.
Shouldn't make promises I can't keep.
Let's talk about this after we win.
Okay, I didn't know when was the right time to tell you guys, because every time I wanted to tell you guys were like, "Oh, we're all gonna stay together," and I didn't know how to tell you guys because I just thought that if I told you guys wouldn't be happy, and I mean, and like, and I didn't want to ruin senior year because I thought that like if I told you guys at the end of junior year when I found out, then you guys would be upset with me.
You found out at the end of junior year?
Yeah.
You have been lying to us for like how long?
I haven't been lying. I just haven't been telling the truth.
See, Lucky has pulled something out of her pocket, and it's 4 friendship bracelets.
Oh.
And Lucky says, "So what am I supposed to do with these?"
You can still wear them. Like, we're still friends.
But look at it. And she holds one up and it says "Together Forever."
We talk about it after we win the race.
We are gonna be together, just not forever.
Lucky just starts crying. Ugly crying. Fugly crying.
And Kevin is just like, no, oh no.
Deborah, are you mad? Deborah, are you mad? You said you wouldn't get mad.
I said I want to make a promise I couldn't keep.
Are you mad?
This is making me a little
We're gonna
bit
keep it. We're gonna
frustrated.
I'm
I'm so like frustrated.
I thought you would take a chill pill. Why are you frustrated?
Now Kevin is just standing there.
Chill. I'm just frustrated.
Why are you frustrated? Vivi is fully crying.
And then you hear, "Well, all racers, please take your positions. The race starts in 5 minutes."
Okay.
Kevin holds his arms out. "No, it's okay. It's okay."
We're not gonna fucking hug you. Anyway.
Brad left me. I know what it's like. Now, but it's okay, because you could be like me, like things will be totally tubular, like it'll be fine. We can all
Nobody wants to fucking be like you, Kevin.
I don't want to be like Brad, and I'm not Brad, and I'm not Chad. I'm me, and I want to go, and I can't stay here. I love you guys, but I can't stay here. Oh, he's sobbing again.
What's the first race?
Who's gonna eat ice cream with me now?
As you're all sobbing and, holding yourselves as you kind of go off to your positions, Ginny at the front of the race, Deborah kind of walking to your position in front of the rails portion, Lucky making their position at the hills, and Vivi taking the longest walk out of everybody all the way to the speed control portion. And as you get there, you take a look at your opponent, and Ginny, you are racing against Chad.
Of course I am.
And he looks over at you and he's like, "You look rough. Are you okay?"
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, I think. All right. Like he goes back. Deborah, you see your opponent, Grace, the only girl on the Beta Blades team who makes sure everybody knows it. And she just gives you a nod.
She hot?
Lucky.
Deborah's seething.
Okay.
Sorry, she's just seething.
Grace kind of like gives you a little like, "What's your problem?" kind of look back, and then like focuses on tightening their skates. Lucky, you look over, and Nick's just smiling at you. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" Like, oh goodness. And like looks around, like doesn't know what to do. Like, are you gonna be okay to do this?
Ugly
Like,
crying as I'm pulling on my skates. I lost one of my best friends. She's gonna be a doctor.
oh, that sounds
Do you think she'll be able to fix my broken heart?
And he just like slowly backs away, like, "I hope you feel better. Your friend doesn't become a doctor," like very confused, and starts like fixing his skates. And then Vivi, you look over, and it's Jonathan. And he's like, "Yeah, you ready to get owned? 'Cause I'm gonna win."
Jonathan, you're such a hater. And also, no one would cry if you left Bakersfield. And nobody likes you.
And he like stops and just backs away slowly and sits and puts his skates on. And all of you have succeeded in weirding the fuck out of your opponents. Good job.
Intimidation tactic. Win.
Listen, we won the psychological part of the game. Now it's just mechanics.
All right. So for this race, I'm going to have you each do kind of like a roll against the other person that you're up against, to basically see who succeeds in each portion. So,
Okay.
Ginny, do you want to do anything before you start?
I think like as like evidently to Chad, we're all crying. This wouldn't have happened if you didn't sell out to Baker's fuck, whatever the fuck it's called.
And he
And
just
then-
like shakes his head. He's like, "You're still on about that, huh?" All right, let's just do this. And the horn goes off, and you guys go, and you are working hard. Tell us how Ginny is doing it.
Okay. Um, I would like to turn this into a fight roll
Yes.
where
Okay.
basically before the whistle goes, like a second, nanosecond before, I like shove Chad in a way, like I don't even know how to do this stealthily whatsoever, but I just try to like almost make it seem like I accidentally fell into him and then I go and then I want to have him chase after me basically.
Okay. Roll a fight.
Okay.
Chad is
That's a
not
12.
fighter. Chad's not a fighter. So you.
Well, no. 12 exploding.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, so that's 12 plus 5. That's a 17.
Plus one.
+1.
Because
Plus
of the you're a teenager.
Right.
I'm a teenager. My
Yes.
fucking blades are black, and I'm also being chased.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. So you completely knock him off, and I know you say you don't know how to do it stealthy, but nobody was looking. Like there was a flock of birds flying up over the hill that everyone went, "Ooh, birds!" And and he falls to the ground on his knees, which makes him a little angry, and he gets up without even thinking about it and just starts chasing you, and you completely just destroy him. He's done. Like, no way. You tag Deborah, who's standing there with their hand out waiting to be tagged in. And then Deborah, tell us what you do.
Well, I'm a treasure hunter, so can I spend one of my adversity tokens to find something useful that I could potentially
Yeah.
use? Like my
Absolutely.
highest is flight or fight. So
Okay.
anything that leans into that.
So you're glancing through, like, you're like looking at the race ahead, like you're like really focused on like the route, and you're like, this is like this whole time you've been like, great, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And then you see that one patch of the railing is a little pebbly. Not enough to hurt anybody, but just enough to throw somebody off their game if you need it.
Okay. So, battle plan. I do a little friendly shove to my opponent. So would that be like fight?
Do you have another set that you would rather use?
No, I like fight.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, let's do fight.
It's one of those. Okay.
Let's do it. All right, 16. So this stretch is like there's rails on both sides because it's a little bit of a bridge, but it's kind of old, so they're not like continuous rails. They're like a rail and then off, and then a rail and then off. And then you at some point decide to cross over into the other side because you each have a side of rails, and that just enough to throw Grace off. And Grace like gives a little bit, it's kind of like, I see what you're doing. But inevitably you kind of squeeze her so much that she doesn't have any choice but to go into the rubbly pebble kind of thing to try to make her jump up onto the rails, and ends up stumbling it. And you're like off.
All according to plan.
All according to plan. But she's like close to you. But
Oh.
you win, and you pass it out. You tag Lucky. I think you're muted.
Lucky like half-heartedly taps your hand as you pass it over, but
You got this.
the entire time that Lucky was waiting for Deborah, Lucky has been trying to talk to Nick and essentially like doesn't start racing, continues the conversation with Nick here and is blubbering, crying, and says, "Look, she's been one of my best friends forever, and like, you know, she braided my hair one time, and we watched movies together. What am I gonna watch movies with now? You know, like I really need someone to talk to right now, and you're such a good person for being here, and like, it's really gnarly, and you're such a home slice, Nick. Anyone ever tell you that?"
And Nick is just like, are you no, like looking at their partner who's like a little behind yours a little bit, and is like, we can talk about this later, like after if you want, but
Do you want to like
you should
walk together and talk
I think
about
you
our
have
feelings?
I think you have to skate now.
Oh, okay. Well, uh, thanks for talking with me. You're a really good person.
Oh,
Hey, next time you want a pizza, that's on me, bro. That's on me.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
and if
extra
you need
pepperoni, I've got you.
yeah, if you need someone to like, have your back, I guess, in public sometime, like I can
Can you
do
teach me
that.
how to say goodbye to my friend? Because I don't know if I can do that on my own.
I don't know if that's something you can be taught. And he's like just like, please tag my hand. Like
Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
yeah. Okay.
Peace out. Then start skating away.
And you have the hills, and I just imagine Lucky like just like slowly like just crying while they're going up
It's
and
a
down.
very cinematic pan out, right? Like you just have a very, very landscape view. You know, the black bars come across the screen, moody lighting. Lucky's just skating alone in this forest road by themselves up and down hills, just thinking about whimsical moments that they used to have and all the fond memories and how they're all dead and meaningless and not forever and didn't mean anything.
Roll a grit.
Oh man. Okay, so like I started off with trying to persuade you that I could charm Nick through this, but okay, no, this makes sense. Oh, it exploded. Okay, it's a 12.
Nice. 12. Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll. I think just because of, go ahead.
I was gonna say, does anyone have an adversity to give potentially?
Yeah.
We can just give it to people. Then yes.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Nick has a little grit, but
Since I have loyal, if I give you one, it'll.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know how much is overkill. I don't know. I can give you 2, 1.
Use
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
do it.
So
Okay.
14.
14. So you don't even know how good you're doing. You're just focused in on your feelings. You're just skating. You're just like here for the skate. It's like that montage scene, like you said, but also it's like you're working your feelings out right now. Like this is what soul skating is like all about. And like Nick just is such an epiphany. Like you really opened his eyes, and like you stood there talking about your feelings instead of focusing on the race. And that just was really inspiring to him, that he's not letting you win, but he's not trying really hard. And he's behind anyway because their team has just been behind at this point. But you kind of you feel like you're just coasting, but he's looking at you like, wow, okay. And like he's so enamored, he's like not even focused on his own race.
I like to imagine there's one point where it's like as I'm going down one of the hills, I am performing the koala move. I'm like, Vivi thought this was cool. I'm gonna think about Vivi every time I do this move now. And then eventually kind of skates up to Ginny, and you can see just red ringed eyes, puffy cheeks, just face completely streaked, shirt wet. Just snot and tears have formed a single river just down their shirt. They kind of stick out a very snotty hand to you. Sorry, to
No,
Vivi, to Vivi. Yeah, and looks you in the eyes and doesn't say anything.
Vivi is going to start crying again and is gonna grab your hand, and there is the wettest like slap ever, and she's gonna go, Lucky, I really care about you. I didn't want to hurt you. I'm so sorry, but I gotta go my own way.
Lucky doesn't say anything, just starts crying. The hand just kind of like outstretched, still hovering in the air.
Lucky, please say something.
I'm just gonna watch you go like the way you're gonna go out of my life.
No, it's okay. I can stay here with you, but not forever. I do have
What are you
to go to
fucking talking
college.
about? Start skating now!
I do have to go to college. I'm really sorry.
Nick and Jonathan are just like looking at each other. Like Nick has caught up by this point, but he hasn't tagged Jonathan yet because he's just staring at the two of you.
Lucky's like, can I have a hug?
Of course.
We just hug
Hug it out.
hug
Crying
it out,
on each other.
crying, squeezing each other for a lot longer than we should
Absolutely.
in the middle of a race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually, okay, you should finish the race or Ginny's gonna beat the shit out of both of us.
Yeah. But, you know, it was fun while it lasted. I'm gonna
Wait,
turn around.
before you go,
Huh?
Lucky reaches into their pocket, pulls out the friendship bracelet, and gives it to you.
Vivi takes it and like, I'm gonna skate so fast, so furious. We're gonna win. It's gonna be okay.
You've got this.
I've got this.
Yeah.
And also,
Go! Go now!
You just hear
This
Ginny
spirit
yelling.
of-
Just screaming.
the spirit of Ginny washes over. I'll tell you after the race is over.
Okay. Bye.
And Vivi knows she's Ginny's probably like mad. Vivi's like, I don't want to give her another reason to get mad because she loves the team so much. So she's gonna book it.
Nice.
Oh, wait, before she books it, she's gonna turn to Jonathan and be like, none of your friends are ever gonna make you one of these. And she's gonna book it.
And Jonathan glares at Nick as you like skate away, and Nick has like a tear coming down after watching this scene, and he's just like, "That was beautiful." And Jonathan's like, "Are you serious, dude? Like, can you tag me, please?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, totally. How come we don't make friendship bracelets?" And like tags Jonathan. So why
I
don't
like
you
to
go ahead?
imagine as like Jonathan's leaving, Lucky turns to Nick and is like, "Oh yeah, so there's a tech that just kind of like starts to devolve into a conversation about friendship
Yes.
bracelet making."
I love it. Nick is very interested because you've opened up a whole new way of skating for him. Okay, so why don't you, Vivi, roll a flight? Because I assume that that is what you're doing. You're skating as fast as you can, you said. So
Can I use the feature of my skates to also add a D4 to my flight check?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Vivi is booking it. 13, and then I'll roll a d4. So that's a 15 total.
15. Okay, roll me another flight because you both rolled the same flight.
Shoot.
So right now you're neck and neck. Like you're still like you've got a little bit more momentum. You're like crouched down. We're going down this big hill. So you got your momentum up. You're kind of squatted down, just controlling your speed. And you just see his stupid face kind of go up, looking at you like with this glare, like how dare you have friendship. And roll me another flight, please.
Okay. And then would I still have the d4 modifier? Or
Yeah,
is
because
that-
you're still in your skates.
Yes. Oh, baby. That's a 19, baby.
19.
Unless his dice exploded.
It did not.
Yes!
So he rolled an 18. So you're neck and neck. It's coming into the end. You see all these people cheering, kind of like everybody, like, because the people have come back into view as you're getting down this hill. And all these cameras start flashing at you, and you just feel yourself slowly going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster before you make it over the finish line as he comes in a few seconds behind you. It's almost a photo finish, but you are so determined and you are so like charged by the power of friendship that you were able to pull through and win the race. And at the bottom of this hill, after you've slowed down and stopped and crossed the finish line, the mayor is there. The mayor's assistant is there. All these cameras are there. All your parents that came are there. And your teammates are there at the bottom, maybe except for Lucky, who's still making friendship bracelets. And all this confetti goes off, and everybody's cheering. And Kevin runs up to you, and he's like, "Yo, that was totally rad, dude! Like, you were so fast, like so zooming, like." There was just, you could hardly see. That was like such good skating, bro.
Kevin, I'm not gonna be here. You know that, right?
You mean like you're going, yeah. Yeah.
Because you were talking about being like a coach, and I got really nervous. Like, you were just saying some weird things.
Maybe, yeah, but like you're gonna come visit.
Not you, though.
Anyway, we have one last piece of business. Deborah, this is my Cyndi Lauper notebook. We need to get his autograph. And then we're good. And then this is all squared away.
And then as you're saying that, you hear Miss Wu kind of like very loudly so that you know the mayor is coming. Mr. Mayor, look, it's the Cornville Koalas who just won the race. Don't you want to greet them? And he comes, he's like, yes, of course, yes, take pictures of us together because they won, and that's important to me. And is like trying to get like the pictures with you guys, and is like, congratulating you. And is there anything else I can do for you, since you got this lovely race? Oh, these great people of Cornville will go off in history. And then he kind of finally stops his speech for everybody else and looks at all of you.
I like slapping Deborah's arm a little bit, like.
You know what? You totally could do us a solid and sign this.
What?
This.
What? Can you roll a charm, please?
I'm gonna give you all of the adversity tokens I have left, so that add a +4 to whatever happened.
I'll give you all of mine, which are +3.
Should I use my adversity? Because I still have 3.
Whatever, you can see what you roll. and
Oh,
then-
okay.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
That's a 3.
I need help. I'm counting again.
Okay, so you get a 7 on top of that, so you got 10. So you have your adversity to add to that, certainly.
3 plus 3, 13.
Okay. 13. Yeah, okay. So the mayor is so distracted by all of the fame and all of all of the he's not all thinking clearly, and he's like, "Why, yes, of course, anything you need," and takes out his very special pen and signs the notebook for you. And like, ha ha ha, like, if you put a baby in front of it, he'd probably kiss it, and like puts his pen back and is like, "I'm such a great mayor," and carries on. And then he walks off as someone starts interviewing him about the great town that he's built all on his own. And Miss Wu looks at you all and goes, "Okay, now get me the signed contract on my desk by tomorrow morning, or tonight if you can. Here's my key." And she gives you the key to the mayor's office. "If you do anything else with that, I swear to goodness, I will ruin all of your futures."
Just ruin Vivi, JK. I didn't mean that. I'm just really upset.
Damn.
Thank you, Miss
I
Wu.
start sobbing for another reason. Deborah, you said you wouldn't get mad.
I'm frustrated. So frustrated.
And Wu turns around and goes to follow the mayor. And that is where we will end our story, so that we can have room for epilogues. So, fast forward. Well, the sun goes down, the credits roll, and then we fast forward to the fall. What is Deborah doing as you get ready for whether you're going to college, not going to college? The skate park is up. It's wonderful. It's everything you've ever dreamed. The mayor's been very salty lately.
She would go to like a community college, but she's just doing electives because her mom's like, "You should probably get a degree. You know, Vivi's trying to do that. I heard about that." And I'd be like, "Whatever. I guess I'll do like dance classes." But she still blades,
Yes.
still in the town, still trying to get people to hang out in her place and dance to her vinyls. And yep, still trying to hang with the besties.
What about Ginny?
Ginny is part-time community college, working up to waitress at the restaurant right now. And honestly, thankfully, working at a Korean restaurant, everyone screams at each other, and she's the best screamer, so it really works out. She's probably volunteering also at the skate park to teach kids like a kid, like baby skating.
Do you have to coordinate time with Kevin at the skate park? Or do you let
Yeah.
him help you?
Honestly, it's probably through Kevin that I hear about the volunteering. So I'm just like, yeah, that sounds like something that I want to do.
Cool. Lucky.
So Lucky eventually tanked at the pizza job, apparently giving free pizzas to friends and trying to pay favors with pizzas doesn't bode well with the management. But Lucky did pick up another job immediately afterward, especially with the construction of the skate park, and got into construction. And then one thing that Lucky did, whether it was through subversion or just outright charming, Lucky got a wooden picnic table built on the edge of the skate park and got a metal plaque with Vivi's name on it. That way Vivi would also be a part of the skate park even when she's not there anymore. But now she's in construction.
Aw. And Vivi.
Miles away. She's miles away. She's at college. She's got, she's making new friends. She's a little, it's like small town, big city. She doesn't really know her way, but, she's making it work. She's trying to do what she knows best, which is focus on school and find an activity that she really likes and hang out with her friends. And she wears this like heart-shaped locket. And in the middle of the heart is a sleeping koala bear. And if you open it, it's a photograph from the day that they all won the race, all together, given to her by one of the news reporters. And it just says best friends forever.
I do think during like a spring break or whatever, we all road trip up to you
In my car.
and in your car.
Yes.
And we have to repair one of the tires because it blows out during on the highway. But we all go blading.
And while you're spring breaking together, blading, staying in the dorm room or at a hotel, you get a call from Kevin because he knows that you're all together. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Should we just let it go? Oh.
Hey, I know that you guys are all together now. I just wanted to let you know I got a thing in the mail. You're invited to the X Games. So you just let me know what you want to do with that when you get back. Okay, bye. I don't want to ruin your vacation. And then hangs up. And then we're going to cut.
Yay! Thank you so much for such a wonderful one shot. This was Soul Skaters by Youngles. Yay! Before we close out for the night, I would love to tell you exactly where you can find everybody, who they are, and give us a little note of what was your favorite part of the episode. And we'll start off with Joe.
I have been Josephine at Scary Dog Friend. Again, you can find me at Scary Dog Friend on Twitter, Badhouse RPG, Nameless Domain, producing things, doing stuff. I have been Ginny, Angry Short King. My favorite part of this episode was Donna crying her fucking face off. This is so funny. And thank you, Jen.
We'll pop on over to Donna.
Hi everyone, Donna, Vivi, yay! You can find me at my Twitter at Shabro, XIABRO. I do voice acting and then I play TTRPGs for fun, I guess, which has been a blast. Thank you so much to Jen for GMing, being our storyteller. It's been awesome. And my favorite part of the episode was when we all came together in the mayor's house. Like, I don't think that was expected at all. I feel like we were supposed to go to his office and like meet Miss Wu and do all those things, but we just straight up went to his house, did all those tricks, and it worked out like a charm. And I think
I'm so sorry.
it was so good though. You don't need to apologize. It was so good. And I just love, like, I think it just showcased all of us being like creative and being like, yeah, let's go with the flow.
So what? Zeffy.
Oh, yes. It's me, Zeffy. You'll find me going by Zeffy on Twitter, Twitch. I'm very consistent that way. Favorite moment. There were so many good parts. I want like a compilation of just like Kevin interacting with everyone else. This was just
The Kevin
it was
fan
so
cam.
Especially like, yeah, Kevin and the Ginny interactions were so good. So Yeah, huge fan of that.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, our wonderful GM, Jen.
Hi, I've been Jen/Youngles. Thanks for coming to my story that I got to build with these amazing people. You can find me on Twitter at JenGeeky or Youngles everywhere else. But Twitter is the main place that I am annoying. So that's where you can find me the most there. Thanks for being here. Thank you for having us, Stella. Thank you for all the players. Thank you to Kids on Bikes. This is a really fun system that I've always wanted to run on stream, so I'm very excited. Thanks.
Yeah, and thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge and Frivolous Bear Studios. We will be back with another episode of the 2024 AAPI GM series next Friday, May 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Check us out on Twitter for more information about that. Joshua is going to be running a one-shot called Dead on Arrival, so keep your eyes out for that. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone. Goodbye!